Hello, Aquarius. I'm Bonnie Morris, and that's Dawn Rumor Rivera. And together we are Cards and Constellations. We are the only ones on the net that have married both tarot and astrology to get a better idea of the energy for the week. This is the week of July 7th through the 13th, and then you can use that to your advantage. We always start the reading out with the moon because we have a full moon this week. Everything gets lit up. Whatever project you're working on now, you're going to see the whole thing for the first time. Whatever you don't like, now is the time to change it. You need to do that right now. Now we want to go back to find out what you're working on. So go back all the way to when the new moon was in Capricorn, January 11th. 2024. Check your diaries, your journals, Facebook, the calendar, wherever you write your intentions down. Take a look at that. That's going to tell you what you're dealing with because October 10th of 2024 was the first quarter moon, and that's when you did all this work. You did the heavy lifting. You are ready. Now you're seeing it for the first time complete. So tweak it wherever you need to, okay? And then we're going to wait for April 10th of 2026, and we will get the last quarter in Capricorn. And that's when we celebrate this success, say goodbye, so long, and farewell, and we turn away, wait for the next new moon. Now, just for Aquarius, you may find yourself a little restless emotionally. However, you've been given that ability to navigate the emotional depths and to understand that love is transformative and healing. You value commitment, stability, and trust, although you sometimes may have difficulty with it sometimes. Your confidence and assertiveness will go a long way when Venus is conjunct with Uranus. You may find having a need for emotional freedom and authenticity. You may find yourself being spontaneous and having a difficult time with routine. At the beginning of the week, boundaries can become a little blurred. Watch out for that idealism versus reality thing. Everyone will find that they have some powerful inner growth and collective healing. And you understand that change is necessary. It's also possible. When the moon squares Neptune, and those boundaries are blurry, you find yourself yearning for a connection, but be cautious of the unrealistic expectations. You are very intuitive and imaginative. You also, though, have a desire for a meaningful life. Towards midweek, Jupiter will go opposite the moon, and you will feel pulled between security and the desire for growth, and you find comfort through traveling or nurturing others. There is that full moon, of course, on the 10th, which will highlight the contrast in the sun going opposite the moon, dancing between yourself and identity and your emotions. Courage and growth will happen through balance. Use your assertiveness and balance it with kindness. At the end of the week, be cautious of the highs and the lows that you can feel. The universe can easily push you either way. Try to temper your emotional nature. There will be some struggles to communicate clearly when Mercury is opposite the moon. And that gives us a tug of war between the heart and the mind. And remember, Mercury is in retrogrades pre-shadow. So things start to slow down and you start to look back. Now, it will be tempered, though, with a little bit anyway, with Venus in a trine to the moon. And that's going to give a little emotional ease there. And it will encourage kindness and affection towards others. Dawn, what do you have for Aquarius?
Aquarius, underneath the deck is the Page of Wands. That Page of Wands is your energy in the environment in which you're going to find yourself. So don't be surprised if this week is a lot of new, exciting energy, and it's a lot of energy around business, around work, around maybe your employment. It could be a bit energy around concepts of a new business, or maybe concept of you wanting to start a business or wanting like that. Whatever, there's just an energy around a positive, youthful energy around business in general, and more specifically, don't be surprised if that could lead right up to you and what you might be able to do in your own business if you start one. And there's the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is like, hey, it's time for a change. It's time for a change. He is sitting on water, so he is very flexible with change. He's like, you know what? No matter how I move, no matter what I do, I still wind up on my feet, or in this case, on his seat. But the point here is that don't be surprised that this week is all about change for you. And maybe it's because when the community around you, when the environment around you, when everybody else around you is talking about all these different things and changes, you're like, hey, I want a part of that. I'm kind of stale. I kind of want something new to shake things up. Maybe because while you were on vacation, you met somebody who has a career that you thought was fascinating. You're like, you know what? How can I morph mine into that? Or you may have met somebody who started a business and they're doing very well, and you're like, you know what? It's time for me to start my business. Again, it could focus on the energy around you, because of whom you came in contact and where you came in contact with them during the vacation of the July 4th holiday, that opens up all kinds of ideas for you that you hadn't thought about in a while, or maybe had not thought about it at all. There are folks who are making money online. So maybe you saw somebody and they said, you know what, I'm making a ton of money on Amazon. I'm sitting here at the beach, and yet my Amazon shop is paying off, and I'm doing nothing because I'm doing drop shipping. Whatever it is, my point is clear, and that is you are going to be inspired this week if you listen, and if you pick up on all the cues that happened over the last week. You're going to be inspired to maybe go off on your own, maybe to go change careers, maybe change something, maybe even go back to school, or more importantly, it could inspire you to find a way to use what you already have, but at a different level or a different approach. So this could inspire you to look for a job. It could inspire you to change jobs. It could be inspiring you to talk to your boss and say, you know what, you don't realize all that I do, and now that you do, I can explain to you what I do, and maybe we can classify my job differently, and even maybe a raise there. So again, a lot of change energy around this, and there's a Nine of Cups. This is the celebration. This is the happiness. This is the let's drink it up kind of deal, because you're taking an inventory. You took the inventory. You know what you can do, and this week you're going to make that happen. You're going to approach it. So again, if it's asking your boss for a raise, do it. If it's asking for promotion, do it. Say, you know what, you spent the weekend understanding your value. Now tell your boss, I've got value. I want this. This is what I expect. And when you do, don't be surprised if you're going to be happy that you get it. But don't fear the potential to go off on your own, to start something new, because this energy is very strong about you finding your own space, your own way, your own place. Now, it's not a King of Wands. So again, the King of Wands is entrepreneurial energy, and that's the only reason why I'm hesitant about saying go off on your own completely. Because if we had that King of Wand energy, that would be the confirmation that you definitely need to go off and start on your own. But you definitely need a new direction, because that's the King of Cups. And then we have a Four of Pentacles here, and that Four of Pentacles could be saying, you know what, it's a budgetary issue. It's I want money for what I do. I want to get paid my value. I have a certain worth, and now that I understand my worth, you need to understand my worth. And again, going in and saying, I want more money. And the celebration, this is the celebration. This is the Three of Cups, which is the party card. So you will be getting, if you go to ask for a raise, don't be surprised you get it. Don't be surprised at all. And if you're looking for a promotion, don't be surprised if you get it. If you're looking to find a way to make some more money, don't be surprised, because you're getting the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups. That's some good energy. That's what I got, Miss Bonnie.
That sure is a lot of good energy.
It is.
And it shows a little bit of the tug of war that we were talking about. And there's a lot of that tug of war going on. A lot of oppositions.
Yes. The most important thing, folks, don't get so tied up into it that you lose your focus on you. Because again, you have value. You must believe it first. Okay. And Miss Bonnie, we got value. And how can they show us our value?
Ooh, our value is right down there in the right lower corner. Hit that subscribe button and then set the notification bell to all. And anytime we make a video or come live, then you will get a little notice that says, hey, we're here. You don't have to look for us. We come to you. Then you go to my channel, Your Love Goddess. Do the same thing. Hit the subscribe button, set that notification bell, and then move over to Don's channel, Sonora Mystic Tarot, and do the same thing there. See, practice makes perfect, okay? Push the subscribe button, set that bell to all. And then with the last thing you do is you share this video out. Please share it out because you don't know how many people get touched by videos that they never knew existed, okay? They can resonate with this and get a message. So do them a favor, share the video.
And show us the love, just the love.
I
With that,
love
we're going to exactly. With that, folks, we are out of here. Have an amazing week. Again, embrace this energy and use it to your full advantage. If not, then you're going to wonder, what the heck did I do to squander it? And you don't want to be that person. Love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and to yours. Until next week, let's grab the bull by the horns. Have a great one. Bye.